For many of us, photography, taking pictures, is our blood sport. When you grow up around cameras, they turn into the way you see and interpret what's around you. The camera becomes a natural extension of your eye, and it's how you make sense of stuff. Like an athlete who has to compete in the sport that they love, it just validates your basic instincts. Is that over the top? Well, it's the best answer I can come up with. I've always been taking pictures, always looking to take pictures. Over the years, it's just what I do. Maybe this video will help make a little sense of that. Okay, that's me a lifetime ago. I'm guessing you're watching this because you're like me, and wherever we go, we have to take pictures. Oh, my primary camera was 35 millimeter, of course, and I've shot a few thousand slides and negatives with my 35 millimeter cameras. Well, of course, they're so portable, so versatile, and the quality is so great. The chemistry was fascinating, and of course, I had my first darkroom underneath the basement steps. But as a film photographer, of course, I've always had a curiosity and great interest in shooting medium format, and I bought this twin lens reflex camera for only $50. Well, as a teen, Hasselblads were just way too expensive for me. The medium format 6x6 negative seemed like a step up and worth exploring. Kodachrome, Kodacolor, Ektachrome, Ektacolor, Agfacolor, Velvia, Panatomic X, Plus X, Tri-X. But digital photography compared to film is simple, so much easier, cheaper, and fast. Compared to film, digital photography is a true game changer. I stopped shooting film and all my film cameras stayed up on the shelf. Yeah, a Polaroid camera on steroids, no question about it. But then came the 1990s, and what happened? I noticed that there were a lot of Hasselblads out there that people were dumping. Corporations, for example, that had Hasselblad oriented camera departments were dumping their Hasselblads on eBay and switching to digital. So suddenly they became very affordable. And in the 1990s, cobbed together a whole Hasselblad system, all bought very cheaply. I don't even remember how much I paid, tell you the truth. It was a while back. But I put together a 500 cm and 3 backs and 3 lenses. And I started shooting medium format again. It was a lot of fun. And I even took the Hassie with us on our trips. So the Hasselblad got me back to shooting and developing my own films again. Handling the camera was just fun because it slows you down and because it's all manual, you have total control. And guess what? I kind of like that. But of course it got old and digital was just too compelling. Put that Hasselblad system in a closet, and that's where it stayed for about 30 years. And digital just became better and better every year, and the Hasselblad kit stay unused in the closet. So what happens? Now it's the year 2024, and I've got this very valuable camera in my closet. And there seems to be a lot of commercial interest in buying these cameras. I better sell it while I have an opportunity. I'm probably never going to use it again. And I get it out, and I said, well, I better make sure the damn thing works. It's been sitting there for 30 years. And guess what happens? I get addicted to it again. And I'm shooting black and white with my Hasselblad, having a lot of fun. Why is that? Well, when you're addicted to photography, you're just addicted. And there is no cure for that. And I bought a bunch of film, and I've just been having fun. Now, of course, the big problem is processing. I had sold all of my darkroom equipment long ago. I wasn't going back into the darkroom, that was for sure. But there is a photo lab in town that processes film, and I take my film to them for processing. And then the next issue was, how do I get it transferred into the computer? Well, you need a light source, a camera stand, and a quality close-up lens. Well, I guess I should mention that I've never shot color with this Hasselblad system. It's always been black and white film and primarily Tri-X. I love that salt and pepper Tri-X look. I spent a lot of time trying to duplicate the classic Tri-X look that was in my head digitally with Nikons and computer software, but I never quite succeeded to my satisfaction. But I never forgot being told that when you don't know what to shoot in photography, the best thing is to shoot what's near to you. Of all the lenses I have, the three lenses, Hasselblad lenses, I really seem to be getting the most use out of the 50 millimeter Distagon f4 that I keep on the camera, and I use quite a lot of. It doesn't have a great deal of distortion, and or any noticeable distortion as far as I'm concerned. Hyperfocal distance is indicated on the barrel of the lens. It's all built into the equipment, and it allows me to be certain I know what's in focus. We moved out here from New Jersey to New Mexico about 11 years ago, so the hunt for pictures just adapted to the current environment. Well, it was really nice to see these two old Packards. My dad had owned both of them back in the very early 1950s. You can see that I have very little countertop space here in my office, so buying a flat top scanner was a no-go. I just needed a backlight, a film holder, and a digital camera with a close-up lens. They developed my 120 roll with a one-stop push, and do not cut the negatives and do not encase them in any plastic sleeves. Well, that'll cut down on potential scratches. Now I am ready to load the roll of film of negatives to my Homeboy medium format scanner. With 120 film, of course, you've only got 12 exposures to a roll, so with film, you don't want to waste a single frame. The question then is, what do you shoot? Well, here was my solution on this particular day. It goes fast. Aperture priority will be f8 at ISO 100. I post-processed using version 14 of Photoshop Elements. It inverts the negative into a positive and has a great enhancement tool called Auto Haze Removal, and that significantly improves the range of black and white film values. I love that. Well, I don't have any high-minded ambitions, like fighting climate change or being a human rights lawyer or spending time with books and beetles. Although I do admit I have shot a few insects, I'm just another evolved organism committed to self-expression with film. Well, now that's all I got at this time for this video, but let me assure you there's still a lot of Hassie photography waiting for me out there. So the plan is to hold on to the camera, hold on to that Hasselblad, and keep looking for more opportunities to take pictures. Yes, it is time to get out there on the dusty trail, camera in hand, in search of the perfect picture. Wherever you are here in this beautiful country of ours. And for me, just another senior citizen riding and photographing in the land of enchantment.